Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Universal healing.
Who is an ideal healer?
Purpose of the life. Basically, the finding eternal happiness. Healing is not just a job or a work.
Karma Bhumi.
Gu and Ru. That means who takes us from darkness to the light.
Identify the right Guru.
Guru is it's like a backbone of the system.
There are so many pseudo-gurus we see and people are trying to portray
Aham Brahmasmi.
Controversial.
Called as a Mayavi. Obviously, there is a window for the negative energy to enter.
Energy vampires.
That is the reason we need someone physically available.
What is the purpose of Mahamrityunjay mantra? Welcome back, Divakar ji. We are so delighted to have you back. And today we are going to touch upon the most interesting and talked about topic of healing.
Yes, thank you.
So, healing has become such a generic term today.
Yes.
But to listen to it from an expert, what is the depth of healing and the authenticity of healing as a term? So, please enlighten us.
Yes. First, I like to thank once again Neha for inviting me for this talk on healing and spiritual science behind it. One more thing, I really like that the way you call me about expert and all these things, but I would like to be much more humble on that. I'm just a seeker and trying to be a good seeker. And like to be on a disciple mode always, not yet expert. So today what we are going to talk is all about the healing world and how the healing mechanism works, how the dimensions works. So basically it's a subconscious world we are entering consciously.
Wow, I love that statement.
Yes.
I think nobody has put it that way.
Yes. So it is all about, as we see, doing something better in a better way for the betterment. And using in today's day, there are n number of modalities which we use for spiritual healing. We can say Reiki, pranic healing, different types of meditation. So all these are the healing modalities which we use in the spiritual healing. But before entering in this world, there are some basic things, basic principles, the foundation, which we need to know about it as a healer or as a spiritual practitioner. And that is very important before you enter this subtle world.
Yes, very true. So in fact, just to understand, the qualities of a healer now coming to, because that is how the healing process starts. That's where the root is. So could you also shed some light on who is an ideal healer, or somebody wants to go on to becoming a healer? What are the attributes one needs?
Yes. So, before going or touching the topic of healer or the attributes, there are some basic foundation which we need to understand. Being as a human and the birth which we have on this planet Earth. So we need to know what is exactly our aim, the aim of the human life. And then we need to know the purpose of the life. So as everyone, whether the person is in a materialistic world or in spirituality, everywhere, each and every soul is in effort to find the happiness. So when we talk about the material world, it is like having a good bank balance, good luxurious cars, house, children, job, money, foreign luxurious trips and everything. So it comes under materialistic world, and this way they try to find their happiness. But in spirituality, in spiritual realm, we talk about the eternal happiness. So the happiness should not be dependent on any form of materialistic object or any person or any particular thing. It should be untouched and not affected by any kind of object or any kind of materialic substances. So
More
for
of
example,
unconditional.
more of unconditional, and suppose someone react with you in a wrong manner, so you're not feeling happy, you're angry on them or something like that. So in a day-to-day basis, if we look about the general public or general people, so we react very easily, we come out of with our emotions. But internally, how much we are affected, that is very much important. So there is a thing called as, in spiritual realm, as eternal happiness, which is untouched by all these things, and it cannot be disturbed by any kind of these kind of objects. So it is like we are always in that state of mode. But obviously, to achieve that mode, we need to be much more aligned in a spiritual way, and there are n number of practices or n number of efforts which we need to follow that. So the first part, being as a healer or being a normal spiritual practitioner, we should know what is the aim of our life. So that is basically the finding eternal happiness. Everyone is putting their effort to find that only. And the second part which we talk about, that is how you can achieve it. So the foundation and the basic structure of finding it. So what is the purpose of life? So as per the spiritual science, we talk about two major important topics or subjects. What is the purpose of life? So first thing is this, being as a human, we are on this earth to complete our give and take relation or account with whom we are in the family or in our society. For example, our husband, wife, mother, father, whatever account we have with them in
The
this,
karmic account.
the karmic account in this birth and the last birth or previous janma, previous birth. So we need to complete that. We need to nullify that, and that's the reason we are on this earth. And second is this, once we do that, then we can go towards the divine. That means God's realization or self-realization. So these are the two major factors or major things which we need to know before entering into the healing world. So the way you ask, what are the healing qualities? So before that also, one thing which we need to know as a creation. So why we are going much more deeper on a basic but the root on the foundation level, because healing is not just a job or a work or not even a passion. It's a divine noble cause with responsibilities. So that's the reason we should know, or a healer should have a proper knowledge of what he's doing and how it is going to impact that person, the atmosphere, the surrounding. And for that, how the creation is made. So creation, there may be many philosophies or philosophical views on this, but when we talk in a very simple manner, so as we know that there are the 5 principles, basic principles, like earth, water, air, then fire, and then we talk about the Akasha Tattva, that is the ether. So these all 5 creations are there, 5 principles are there, which is a part of creation. And there are 3 things which we talk, that is the 3 guna. That is Sattva guna, which is the mode of goodness, then the Rajoguna, which is action, and Tamaguna, that is the inertia or ignorance, which we say. So as a healer or as a spiritual practitioner, we should know these basics. And a healer, before healing, he should know how we can balance these 3 gunas, but mainly and much more importantly, how he can elevate or increase his Sattva guna. Because Sattva is the doing something good, because healing is a noble job kind of thing, or a work which we have said. So healing is not just a particular session to become a contact with that particular people, but we are going to help that particular soul how he can go towards that divinity and how he can go towards achieving the eternal happiness. So there are n number of factors which is affecting the human life in today's date, and how you can overcome that factor by using spiritual healing. For that, being as a healer, first you should know what exactly you're doing it. So for that, before that, as I said, the 5 creation of this, the basic principles of creation, the 3 guna, sattva, raja, tama, and then how you can utilize this 3 gunas and 5 principles in your healing. So this knowledge is very much important, and this knowledge you can only get, okay, you can read, you can do your research and n number of things, but there is one very major factor which we talk about, that is the guru. So when there is a guru or a spiritual master in our life who guide us how we have to walk on this spiritual path, and what things we are doing in the right manner or wrong manner, what type of spiritual practice we need to do. A proper guru who is achieved his space already, he knows about his disciple in detail on subtle level, in which way his journey can go towards having that God's realization. So he knows that how he need to take that disciple towards that path. So guru is very important here.
So guru is supposed to be God realized already. Is that like, that's how you identify a guru? Let's say if I want to become a healer, and how do I identify the right guru? Like, because as you said, I mean, it's also known that guru is like your GPS, right? It's like guru, I think there is some term to it.
Yes.
But basically somebody who shows the path to the destination,
Yes.
which is self-realization.
Yes.
So I think that becomes a primary quality of a guru, right?
Yes.
That he himself or herself would be
Yeah.
a
So
realized
guru is the
person.
word which is used in a context of disciple. So gu and ru, that means who takes us from darkness to the light. So that is what the person who takes that particular shishya towards enlightenment, that is the guru. See, in our life, we always need some mentor. Like when we take birth, we need mother, father. Then when we go to school, we need teachers. But here we are talking something where we are going to do achieve that oneness with the divine. So much high level kind of things which we are going to achieve. So in this case, in this spiritual realm, we need that kind of a spiritual master who is already achieved that state. So that is the reason, for example, if you want to climb a mountain, as I always give this example, and you do not have any tools to climb and you're trying very hard, you're falling up, there is a lot of wounds and everything. But suppose if there is a person standing on top and he's having a strong rope in his hand, and you are, with the help of this rope, you can easily go on top. So guru's role is same like that.
The
So-
GPS?
Guru
Positioning system.
Guru positioning system. Yeah, this today's world we can say that. But this way, Guru helps the disciple to achieve it, and he makes his life or his path much more easier to achieve that particular aim. So that is the reason Guru is very, very important. He gives the right knowledge which is required, and he can identify what are the defects, what are the factors which needs to be rectified in a spiritual way about that particular disciple, and he can accordingly guide that particular disciple how you have to walk on this particular spiritual path. So that is the reason in our Vedic Sanatan culture we have seen that Guru is it's like a backbone of the system. Without Guru, you will not be able to attain that your realization, you can say the oneness with the divine. So the guru's part is very, very important.
Yeah, which brings me to another challenge, which
Yes.
all of us face is getting the right guru, because these days there are so many pseudo gurus we see, and people are trying to portray many things,
Yes.
whether on social media or to any other medium.
Yes.
So, how do I identify that this person is authentic and
Yes.
actually realized? Any
Yes, very nice and interesting question. Many of the people, they always ask. First, we should have that particular soul should have the strong yearning towards guru. Like we have seen that we have read stories like Adya Shankaracharya. He left his house at the age of 8 or 10 in search of guru and jnana. There are many saints like this. So, what is the energy like that? What guru carries? For that, we are ready to leave everything, whatever is there in our hand, but we are ready to leave that. So that is a particular thing where we should basically we should initially have the strong yearning for that guru, and we should keep trying our best on spiritual practice, doing our karma or spiritual practice, our sadhana, with the proper guidance of any saint. You have a belief on that, you follow, or you follow any book or any person, and keep trying your best. When you come to particular spiritual level, or you are eligible on a subtle spiritually, so automatically your guru comes in your life. So you do not need to find a guru, but you need to keep doing each and every the effort to find a guru. You do not need to go out and find, but you need to put your efforts as a spiritual practice, increasing your sadhana, your tapa towards that. How you can put it, the daily practice of spirituality in your day-to-day activities. So, as you said, today's it is very difficult to find a proper guru. That's really true.
and it's like putting a thought in the universe
Yes.
and manifesting it.
Yes.
In
Manifest in a way.
Like you are longing for something and it comes to you.
Yes.
And let's say when I meet a guru, for
Yes.
example, I would know. I mean, there would be a connection. You just know it.
Yes.
Is that how it?
Yes. So it happens. It's a fraction. It's like it is each and every individual's experience. It cannot be described in word. When you meet your guru, there is no checklist for this. It can be anything. And there is no dimensions for guru specifically. So for example, someone is like 30 years old and his guru need to be more than 30. So it is not like that.
Yeah.
Just to understand,
Even a
basically,
child can be.
even a child can be your guru. So this way, when you meet, you in a deep somewhere inside you automatically feel connected with that vibration of that particular person, and you get connected, you get aligned spiritually, and somewhere you feel, oh, this is the person for whom I'm looking for throughout my life or throughout my journey. And automatically you get that vibes, and you come on that path, and you come along with whatever he's saying. It gets to your mind. Oh yes, he's true. He's whatever he's guiding me is really true, and you are able to follow that in a very positive, in a calm and peaceful
Natural
manner,
way.
in a natural way. So this way you get automatically connected with that divine. So you do not need to look for guru, and you just have to keep trying, but
Yeah, I think seeking.
seeking.
Yeah. So also we should talk, I think, a little about, like the Gurudom culture. So there's a
Yes.
typical cult, people get very repelled from cults. Like there
Yes.
are gurus who are running organizations and cults. Of course, some of them are authentic,
Yes.
but so guru can be just a guide, right?
Yes.
I mean, can you also explain a bit on there is no typical format of a guru? So
Yes.
just some examples on who all can be a guru in whatever forms they
Yes.
are.
So My guru's guru, His Holiness Bhaktaraj Maharaj, he always used to say that मैं किसका गुरु नहीं हूँ, लेकिन मैं शिष्य किए बगैर छोड़ूंगा नहीं. So this is a Hindi, so I would like to translate it. So he always used to say that I'm not guru of anyone, but I will
I'm
always,
not your guru.
yeah, I'm not your guru, but I will make sure whoever comes to me, I will make him disciple. So he's having a disciple. He's always in a disciple mode. He's saying that I'm not a guru. I'm not an authority, because he's always in that surrender mode to his guru. But when he's saying, I will certainly make each and everyone, whoever comes to me, disciple. So he's saying that in other way, that I will make disciple of my guru. So he's not putting me. So we will touch this doership factor later. But there is that nothing is done by me. Everything is done by that divine, by guru. So in this case, in today's world, when we talk about a number of guru or personalities are there, so it is as per the spiritual level. There is a thing called in spiritual science, what is that particular soul or that particular person's spiritual level. So if you want to compare, for example, a student who is in a 10th and he's learning his subjects, so he will understand the subject which can be grasped at his level at the 10th standard. But if you want to teach him the doctorate level something, so it might be something difficult for him to grasp. But the same thing goes in spiritual science also. So there may be n number of gurus or personalities. So maybe some are handling on mental level some things, some are handling much more on conscious level, some are handling on much more on spiritual level. So we cannot say they are right or wrong, but your energy is matching with whom you need to decide, or you need to experience that. So the energy which is going to along with the guru, which is matching, you can automatically you follow them, and then you come on the path. So it is nothing like that about the form or about the particular guru, but how you are matching your energy, and that particular person or that particular thing is helping you coming up spiritually. So that is the one way to find or to look out for the guru.
So, I mean, would there be stages also where I would need different guides? Like, there's the story of Buddha, right? Which we all are aware of, that at every stage of evolution, he had a different guru to solve that purpose, to take him to the next level. So does that also happen in our journey of evolution, where maybe today I'm resonating to a particular guide, like you said, who's assigned of that dimension, and then as I progress, I would have multiple guides to take me ahead?
Yes, it can be. As we see that when we talk about God, Dattatreya, as we all know that he always mentions that he was having 24 gurus, like in the form of animal, plant, or in anyone.
Yeah.
So this way here also it can be happen. So it is not always necessary that only one guru is there throughout your journey. So for particularly, if you reach out to one particular level, so that guru's or that person, the spiritual master role is completed, then he will guide you to other guru. So it can happen. It again depends on that individual personality and his own spiritual practice, his grasping of the spiritual essence. And there are chances that majorly it happens that only one guru is there throughout the journey. So it is possible.
Yeah. And I think at a point you also become your own guru, is what I have read
Yeah, because
about.
as we always say that Aham Brahmasmi.
Yes. That's what I was referring to.
Yes.
And I think that's when you experience self-realization, when you feel that you don't really need a guru.
Yes. So guru's part is that only. We always say that guru gives everything to the shishya. He never keeps any small things, because he want to make his disciples so strong or so capable that he can be a light for others.
Yeah.
So that is the reason he can be only light when he will have that experience of Aham Brahmasmi.
Yes.
So that way he will be able to see when there is a Dvaita and Advaita. Dvaita means there is a duality. Advait means emerging with the oneness. Union. So when there is a Advait, the disciple reaches at that point. So there is no guru and disciple. There is a oneness. There's a community like that. So this is always there. So once you reach out that level, so everything is same. So that is one thing called as a samadrushti. Samadrushti in the sense we look each and every element with the same level. There is no discrimination. Indifference
also. Wow.
But for that, you need again, I always repeat this, as everyone needs that sadhana, that tapa to achieve that.
Wow. I pray that we all experience that bliss.
Yes.
In our life.
Yes, that's true.
Also, many people have seen follow gurus who are not physically on this planet right now. So how would that work?
Yes. So, as I said last, that the grasping or the intuitive power of that particular person. So there are people, they follow the gurus who are not on this planet right now. So in this context, we need to have the proper knowledge that, for example, they say that I was meditating and I had a particular vision in front of me, and it was a particular deity or guru or saint, for example, Sai Baba, Swami Samartha, Adi Shankaracharya, Dhaneshwar Maharaj, or from any international also we take names, Sadhguru, anyone. In this world of spirituality, there is one factor we call always we need to focus, that is negative energy and positive energy. So we should be capable of knowing what thoughts or what we are looking in meditation, is that coming from the right source or not. So we should be very much sure about it. So here also again, Guru's part is there. If you have a Guru physically, then he can tell you or guide you. But some people, there are chances, because when you walk on a path of spirituality, that is something doing good. So there are always, oppose of negative energy. Obstacles. And there is one thing which we call as a Mayavi. Okay. So this negative energy try to come in the form of such good personalities, and they misguide you sometime. And only when you know these things, or you have the proper knowledge, or you have the Guru's guidance, then only you are able to know that these are the negative energies misguided me. But there are chances the real saints are coming and guiding you also. But overall, you need to have that spiritual practice, that strength, or that guidance of Guru or spiritual master or saint, that these things are happening with me. Is this right? You always ask. See, what happened in spirituality, that when we sit for meditation, or some particular person is doing meditation or spiritual practice, he starts getting some spiritual experiences. Some can say it is because of the siddhis and all. But once you start getting the spiritual experiences, we need to confirm that or reconfirm that with the proper authority, whether these are the right things or not. Because when we try to achieve eternal thing, these are all byproducts in our spiritual path. Though you get spiritual anubhutis, experiences, that means in one way you're on right path. In other way, very primarily, we need to check that is there any negative interferences also? Is this spiritual experiences helping me to elevate my spiritual path? So this way, we also try to do our own, study, which we call it as a chintan, that how these things are helping me. So this way, we need to know in subtle or in a meditation, if you are getting the guidance from that particular saints who are not on the earth. So we need to reconfirm it with someone else who is already in this world, a higher spiritual master, we need to take always guidance from them. Okay, fine, I'm doing this right, whether I'm on the right path, I'm getting the intuition from this particular saint, should I follow this, should I not? Because what happens after a particular time, if the guidance is coming from negative energy, your half of the life is wasted, and you find that, oh, I've not achieved anything in my life. So this way, this is human birth is very very precious, and this is only because it's like the God gave us this birth to achieve the eternal things. And if we waste our time in this way, so that is the reason, again I repeat, we need some master or guru here to guide us. Okay, fine, this is your guru,
A
or
living guru.
living guru.
So a living
Yeah.
guru is a must. Is
Living
what
guru
you're
is
suggesting.
I'm suggesting it if because in today's days, what happened? Not many of us are so much high on divine intellect. There are very rare people who can able to connect with the universal consciousness. I'm not saying no. There are people who can really connect with that. They can identify, okay, this knowledge is coming from the right source. There are people, but generally it doesn't happen, because our Sattvaguna is not in that level. Our spiritual practice is not on that level. That is the reason we need someone physically available. And if you have any physical source, a right proper source, you always reconfirm with them, okay, these things are happening with me. Is this true? Is this good? What should I do? What should I not do? What should I avoid? And this way, you should always ask. What happens when you ask? Then there is less chances of increasing ego. And when ego comes, obviously there is a window for the negative energy to enter your spiritual realm. So this way we are trying to protect also. And when you follow someone, so he's taking care of you. So he's having all the responsibility of you. So that way, one way you're also relaxed. Oh, someone is there to take care of me.
Yeah. The guidance helps.
Yes.
It's a big support.
Yes.
Also, I mean, about, the pseudo-gurus or people, like you said, they're trying to portray as good personalities, but actually the agenda or the intention is negative.
Yes.
We have heard of so many stories, even in Varanasi, or
Yes.
there are siddhis people use for all the negative intentions. So can you also share some of the examples and what should be avoided, and
Yes.
how do we protect ourselves from these negative energies?
Yes. So first of all, we should know that when we are talking about the healer or spirituality, spiritual science, so these all things are related with the subtle world, the energies of the subtle world. So in this case, there might be a positive energies and negative energies. So negative energies can be any negative forces or positive energy which comes from the divine. So first we need to understand this. There is some world is like this. So for example, one of my friend who was doing, he's a sound healer, and I just called him up and he was doing a sound setup before the healing. And suddenly while doing his setup, he said, oh, Divakar, I just had a very bad catch in my back. So that time by God's grace, I came to know it is a negative energies attack on him, because through him, that healing was going to happen to 10 people. So he was the medium to do something good. Then later we had a talk and these things. So he said, yes, that was true. So this way we need to try, and we need to understand the subtle world of negative and positive energies, and how we can deal with that. In case of gurus or spiritual masters, wherever we go, how we can preserve and save our energies also, and how we can find the right guru or right people who are there, and what is the importance. Once again, I would like to mention the importance of guru here. So what happened, once we went to one place, a very famous place in India, Kamakhya, and we met we met some tantric over there, and he was a good tantric. But what happens? It's a exchange of energies here in this world. So everyone is in this tantric world. They're looking out for some more energies to gain. So what happens? We visited along with my guru, and he said, "Okay, fine, you come sit. We will do 5 minutes meditation." And we said, "Okay, fine." So we just sat over there along with the guru, and then he said, "Okay, fine." And then we were about to do some yajna next day, and he said, "Okay, we will do it and all." So then we came back. Then we just had a conversation with my guru. So she was just telling me, "Do you know what happened in Subtle?" So I said, "No, I don't know what happened." So she said, "What happened exactly?" So she said that the person where we went, that the tantric, he made us sit, he made us close our eyes, and he was just, during that meditation, he was checking each and every one of our energy, and he was trying to enter inside us and take all that energy, whatever sadhana tap energy we are having with us, but only because of our spiritual practice and protection of our guru's protective sheet. He was not able to enter that protective sheet, that protective layer. So we were safe. So this way we come to know the importance of sadhana, spiritual practice, and importance of guru. So this way, the people who are cheating or they're going in a wrong manner, so we should be
vampires.
Energy vampire, right? We should be aware of them. And when we do not know, but we are on the right path, then automatically we get protected. So for that, we should have a proper surrender, complete faith, shraddha on that that particular principle or spiritual master, whatever spiritual practice we are doing it. We should be properly, completely with surrender. When we do that, always God always take care of us.
Yeah, I think constant connection.
Yes.
With an anchor, whether it's a guru or the source. I think if you follow that,
yes,
probably it will protect us.
So when you used a very nice word, which you used, a constant connection. So I would like to mention one thing here, that is which we call as a spiritual emotions. So in Hindi or Marathi, we call it as a bhava or bhava jagruti. So constant connection is really, really very important, because without that, like constant connection is like you're trying to keep yourself connected with that divine antenna which is there on top, and
Wi-Fi.
trying to Wi-Fi. You're trying to be in that
spiritual
Wi-Fi. So this can be possible by doing the practice of awakening your spiritual emotion. So that is we call as a bhava. For example, when we are going somewhere, or when we are walking, or when we are talking to someone. For example, when I drink my water, so I always keep my bhav that this is a holy water of Ganga, or this is a holy water of my guru's feet, like that. So automatically that vibration start creating there.
A very simple thought.
A very simple thought
can actually lead to that.
Yes. For example, if I'm going to my office, so office is like I have, when I talk or when I practice like this. So when we are visiting office, so I'm going to a temple. Okay. So though you have a lot of stress, your boss is always asking you for your sales report, everything. But connecting spiritually will take your distress, your stress level, your all these negative things down. So this way, constantly you can be in connection with the help of spiritual emotion, with the help of bhav. And this bhav is very, very important for healer also. So when he's having a bhav of that, I'm not healing, I'm just a medium. As I always say, I'm not a healer, and I would not like to tag myself as a healer, because I'm just a medium. I'm trying to be that medium. I'm always pay gratitude and be in a bliss in that mode towards God, that you have given me this opportunity to be as a medium. So that bhav keeps you in that mode, and then you will be able to heal much more effectively. So this means constant connection, spiritual emotion is very, very important for a healer.
Lovely. Wow. That's a very good tip, I think, for all of us. So now, talking about the science of healing, because we all talk about healing so loosely, right? I mean, it's become a very trending word. But if we go deeper into actually what is the science of healing, like what exactly happens in our matrix or in our system when we take a healing practice. So can we also decode?
Yes. So science of healing, there are two things. One is about the particular person. Is made up of, as I started with the five principle, three gunas and all. But there is one more thing which we called as a sanchita, prarabdha, and karma, which we also say as destiny. So one cannot interfere in someone else's destiny, but we can help them to overcome the destiny through healing. So, whenever we are doing healing, we need to know that we can help that particular soul till some extent. But after that, he or she need to practice or need to do his or her own effort to get out of that or to fight with that particular whatever problem he or she is facing. So first we need to understand the mechanism or science of destiny. We cannot, no one can, even Guru also never interfere with the destiny. He gives the power, strength to fight with that properly, because once you have that strength, the complete power, the energy to fight, then you can come out of it very easily. So this way, a healer need to understand that we cannot interfere the destiny. And second thing, as we do the healing, as we say, it's a subtle world. So our body is made up of five principal trigunas, but there are some layers on it. As we say that the sukshma deha, that is a subtle body, solid body, sthula deha, and there is like karana deha, mahakarana deha, then a chitta. Chitta is made up of all these triguna, five elements, pancha prana and all. So chitta is the most subtlest subject or object, we can say, inside us. So chitta carries all the impressions of our, previous past life, previous birth, and that is the reason we use word as a chitta shuddhi. Chitta shuddhi in the sense we need to purify our chitta, the deepest level. Then only we will be able to connect with the divine. So when we go about and talk about the spiritual healing or mechanism of or science of healing, so our aim should be this, that chitta shuddhi need to be done. So physical is very easy. Physically we follow something and we do it. It is easy. But chitta shuddhi, how it can be done? It can be done only by the spiritual practice. And what is spiritual practice? So for spiritual practice as a healer, but before that I will say, to become a healer, the person need to be a good human first. So you should know what people need.
That's the very basic.
That's the very, very basic. And we should be knowing, like a mother, you know how mother takes care of a child or son, daughter, or so this way we are going to take care of that, the people who are coming to that healer, seeking for that, true healing. So this way we need to know what he or she really needs. It is not that, okay, I am a sound healer, I am a Reiki, I am a pranic, so okay, fine, you are up, I'm going to give you Reiki or pranic. It's not like that.
It's not mechanical.
It is not mechanical. What exactly he or she needs, that we need to give. So maybe he needs chanting for his process. So chanting can help him. Other modalities can help him to come on the track, but it cannot help to achieve the aim. There is nothing wrong or right, but achieving right or achieving properly, we should need to find out what is the best for self. So this way, we need to know what exactly how the healing is going to happen, and what is all these subtle negative and positive world. And this way we are trying to identify how we can help that particular people to come out of their distress or their problems spiritually.
So like when, let's say, somebody takes a healing session. So if we go into now again the science of our human matrix. So one thing I understand is it cleanses your traumas, right? Whatever is stuck in your energy body, it is getting cleaned, like gradually. So does that mean like after a process of healing, I am transitioning from a reactive life to a creative life? Like how they say that once your karmic account is cleansed, then you actually become a creator of life, right? That's what you were referring to when you said that you finish your destiny part and then you can create everything what you want as your desire. So is that how it works?
Yes, any healing, when you do it, certainly that healing helps you to cleanse yourself on subtle level or your karmic account. But we need to know that what type of healing is happening to you. It can be anything. It's mantra, it's a sound, it's a reiki, anything. So each and every healing effect is depend or is based the effect of the benefit of that healing. Who is doing your healing? What is the spiritual level of that person who's going to conduct the healing, the healer's spiritual level. Second, the destiny of that particular person who's going to heal, and his own practice. So this account and this all calculation decides what exactly the effect, duration of that particular healing. So now, just within a one setup or one sitting, we cannot say ki now my all karmic account is clean. Now it's clear. I have done 2 days course or 3 days workshop. Now I'm free of it. So nothing happens like this. Yeah, it's just a starting point. Otherwise, everyone would have been like free of karmic account and just go towards moksha. So we need to understand that. Yeah, we need to understand that. We need to use that whatever energy is created by the healer to help us, that particular soul, that particular participant or client. You need to use that energy. How you can utilize it in your day-to-day karma to make it again. There should not be again one more cycle. So today, everything is clean, and again you are trying to making other cycle of karma, and then there is again cycle. Then again you are coming for healing. So there should be
it's a loop.
It's a
Endless loop.
Endless loop. So it should not be there. So this way, when we go out, then it is a possible that then you can say, ki, okay, fine, it is helping me. But there is a continuous process on it. It is not just 1 or 2 times sitting.
It's a journey.
It's a journey.
So what would be the steps? Let's say I start my healing journey, some entry point, maybe a modality or a guru I find.
Yes.
What next? As in the healing begins. And then, what is the next stage in my life that I would experience before going to the ultimate stage of God realization?
Yeah, very nice and good question. So here, when you start your spiritual practice or as a healer, in spirituality also you progress step by step, like how we have our graduation, masters, doctorate, PhD, like this. So here also there is a step by step. So for the whole life, you're not a healer. You go on some steps. So there are types of healing. Sometimes you need modalities, or sometimes you need some kind of tools to heal. But once you progress on spiritual level, that healer, then he doesn't need that tools also. So with his sankalpa, there is a thing called a resolve, sankalpa. With his sankalpa also, that is mainly happened with the guru and the higher spiritual level saints. So his sankalpa also things get aligned of that particular person. So the way you said that how it goes upwards. So then there is no sankalpa also. There is only presence. Effortless. So for example, you just know that your guru is there who's sitting in US, but everything is getting done here automatically in your daily life. So
I think that's what they call it, to be in a meditative state of life.
Yes, meditative state of life.
Where you don't actually have to sit to meditate. You're always in that meditative state.
Yes.
Is that what they mean?
Yeah, that's right. Disciples try to be in that mode and in that state. But when we talk about the guru, that is the state of presence, basically. So with his presence only everything happens. He takes care of. He don't need to say also, okay, fine, now this good thing will happen to you, or this thing is going to be in the right mode. Everything takes care and properly, time by time, step by step. So here, what happens once you start your healing, you also should know that what experiences as a healer you are experiencing. For example, someone is coming to you, what is like negative, positive effects you are getting? Are you feeling blessed? Is there any kind of a peace of after doing sessions, you're feeling, oh, really, today I felt really blessed, and there is some inside happiness that I am being a medium for this healing. Then there is some more than that. How I can heal, or how I can reach this particular thing to some more people. So it is not stucking to particular bunch of people or community, but trying to widen your ranges to reach out more people. So this way, see, God, or when we say universal consciousness, so it is not bound only particular, like for India. Okay, Indian people who are taken birth in India, they are my people, or US or Australia. So when he sees, or the divine consciousness, we talk about the everything, like a samadrishti. So this way we also should have that kind of thought process as a healer. So this is for all. So universal healing. But for that, again, you need that much of capacity and strength.
So I think when we are living in this material world, right, doing our karmas, which we have to as a grahastha. So I mean, this is what I could summarize, that once I start my healing journey, I come to a state of balance in my life where I have the material balance and the spiritual, the two wings. And then that journey of balance would lead me to the final state of bliss, which is self-realization. Yeah? So just to conclude on the healing part, something from your personal journey of healing. What were the stages you went through? I think you were working in the material domain, in the corporate world. So can you also take us through that?
My journey is a very simple one. As I come from hospitality background, basically, and initially, though I was having something in my mind from childhood that I want to do something, or I'm connected with it's like my birth, or my reason to be here on this earth is something different, not very extra, but there is not like just a regular basis 9 to 5 job, which I always say that for what I'm here for. So this way, that thought was always there in my mind, but still I was in totally different culture, like working in hotel industry in Mumbai, abroad, and being in that atmosphere. And suddenly, it's like you will not. My last job was selling international wines.
Wow, from wines to spiritual wines.
But as I always say, that I always like research kind of thing, exploring the things. And that time, in somewhere around 2001, 2002. The wine industry was very booming in India.
Yeah.
And I was very curious about how the sommeliers can identify, just taking a sniff of that wine, which grape is there, from which country is coming. So my part was that. Okay. So exploring the science of the wine, of the art of the wine.
It proves that you've always been a scientist.
So this way I learned that I was doing it. But later on, the God's plan was different for me, and I came in contact with spirituality, spiritual realm. So one of my relative, my sister, came to me and she told me about doing some chanting, and I said, let's try. I do not need to go somewhere else, or give my time or money, or spending money on this. So let's try it, just do it. So I started my chant, Kuladevata chant, and then I started having my spiritual experiences. So after that, then I started having my more interest. What is this all about? So I was having always questions in spirituality. Always we say na ki why we should go to temple, why we should club this hand together to do namaskar. What is the science behind it? And then I came in contact with one organization, one guru. So like His Holiness Dr. Jain Balaji Athavale, and he is like he's the real spiritual scientist which I have found in my life. And he made all the things very simpler form on a research level, on a spiritual level, to understand for the general people, the seekers, how the spiritual science goes on. And that part was very, very interesting for me. And it made me, okay, fine, I have to do this. Then I started my spiritual practice as a seeker, and I started my seva. And luckily, I was part of a research team as a seeker, roaming all over India, some countries. And whatever I have learned from my guru and on practical level. So I am not the person who have gone through many granthas, many textbooks or something like that. But everything in spiritual science, there is one thing which we always say, or which we should know, that the knowledge, the jnana part, is like having a 2% of importance. But putting that jnana, that knowledge, in actual practice, that is the 98%. And all the saints and all these big people who come from the spiritual aspect, you have seen that they have put this in their daily life, their spiritual practice, and that is the reason they're on that stage or that place today. So this is what I am also, being as a seeker, trying to being a good seeker. Today also I am trying to fight with my defects, my ego, because each and every day is not the same. It's up and down. So we try to connect with that, constant level with that thing, and try to be on that path, working on our own self-engineering with the spiritual realm, and trying to be in that context of spirituality.
Wow, that's amazing. So as they say, knowledge without action is pointless.
Yes.
Amazing. So since you started your journey with mantras, I think that was your onset. Let's get into the detail and the depth of mantras. What is the science? Why are mantras meant to be the most effective in our healing journey?
Yes. So, when we talk about mantras, there are many aspects where we can put light on it. First thing is this: in today's day, people, when they're not having any proper guidance or spiritual master or guru, they do not know that which mantra they should chant. And most of the time it happens, particularly mantra they listen on the social media, YouTube, or any music, and they start liking it. So when you are on the first stage, when you are not doing anything and trying to do something, then it's good. And the first level, okay, fine, you're doing nothing and trying to do some kind of mantra or doing some practice of spirituality, then it's good. But once you're on that spiritual path, then you should try to take a proper guidance. Again, the guidance comes with a very much important aspect here in spiritual practice. So when you talk about mantra, so basically we all know that there is some kind of energy which is preserved or which is gathered in that particular frame of wordings by that sages or Rishimunis, we say about Maharshi or saints or deities in that particular mantra. So in Vedic tradition, there are n number of mantras. So one might
thousands.
So one might have questions ki so many mantras are there, and which mantra I should chant for my personal spiritual growth. So as per one spiritual science, there is a very easy way that we should chant our Kuladevata mantra. So now Kuladevata is the family deity. When we talk about, especially when people come from Bharat, India background, so they know their deity. But the same thing goes when on international level, most of them, the foreigners, the people come from the Western background, they don't know the deity. So that part also we will talk. So first, when you know your family deity like Kuladevata or Kuladevi, you should start your spiritual journey with this Kuladevata's mantra. So that is basically a mantra only for you. So for example, if someone's Kuladevi is Bhavani, so it will be like Shri Bhavani Devya Namaha. So that is the chant. So Shri Bhavani Devya Namaha, they need to keep chanting. So each and every person or every family is having their different deities as per the Vedic tradition or Hindu Sanatan tradition. So here the science is this, that you are getting birth in that particular family or kula where you are going to progress spiritually. So that particular family deity is responsible for your spiritual progress. So when you don't have guru or any spiritual master or saint's guidance, so blindly also you can try this, your particular. And when you don't know your Kuladevi, then there is a simple chant like Shri Kuladevataya Namaha or Shri Kuladevya Namaha.
Wow.
So there are many people which we have seen that after doing, they don't know their Kuladevi or Kuldevta, but with complete surrender and faith, when they just keep praying, whoever is my Kuladevi or Kuladevata, whatever chant I am doing it, please accept it and give me the blessings. Then after certain period of time, maybe 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, they came to know about their real Kuladevata. So their own experiences.
Wow.
So this way you're trying to tuning yourself with the proper energy, which
The root.
the root.
So just for our international audience, like, could you also explain what is the Kuldevta or Dev? Like,
So here, when we talk about Kuladevata or Kuladev in Indian tradition, basically, as per the spiritual science and Vedic tradition, there is one particular deity which is responsible for that particular family's spiritual growth.
okay.
It is assigned by that particular family's traditions. So it can be anything, anyone.
And it goes in the sense thousands of years back.
Yes, it can go thousands of years back. Like how we have mother and father who takes care of us for this. They take care of our growth, our everything. So like this way, on spiritual level, there is a family deity which we call Kuladevata. He or she takes care of us on a spiritual level for spiritual enlightenment on a primary, when you start your spiritual journey. So when you don't know your Kuladevata, Kuladevi, you can just pray as a Shri Kuladevataye or Shri Kuladevve Namaha.
So they also help you in your material journey, like as a support.
Which is, as a support, they help you, but their main aim is to help you on spiritual level. So whatever to achieve spiritually, if that material thing is needed, obviously you will, as per your karma, you will get it. But in case of foreigners or they don't know their Kuladevi or Kuladevata, there is one more universal chant which they can chant. That is a Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That also you can chant. That is the universal chant. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this chant is related to the Lord Krishna. And his principle in Kali Yuga, Lord Krishna, God Krishna's principle is much more activated. So when you do it, because this is the time of transformation, which we also call as a Sandhi Kala. So now as you see, there are many changes happening around the world. Maybe you can talk about the countries, the war, the global warming, and a number of things. So this is a transformation period. And as per one spiritual research, now the good era is going to start for next 1000 years. Yes. So this is the time where if we put our efforts for the spiritual practice, for proper sadhana, we will certainly get 100% result on that. So when we talk about the mantra, so initially you should do Kuladevata mantra. If you don't know anything, or if you come from some different religion or this thing from internationally, you can do universal chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And one more thing, whoever comes from particular religion, sect, or like you say Jain, Muslim, or Christian, they have their own deities. So they can follow their mantras. Like in Jain, you know this Namo Aryantanam. In Christian also, and in Muslims also, you can take Allah's name and all. So you should follow that mantras because they are assigned as per your tradition for your personal growth. So this way you can try to start your spiritual practice initially, and the way you progress spiritually, then spiritual master will come in your life, or saint or guru, and he will guide you accordingly. Then you can do that particular mantra.
Great. Also about chakras and mantras, right? So, like mantra, if you can decode, like, the word itself.
Yes.
How does it signify healing? And going back into the Sanskrit as a language.
Yes. So as we know that all mantras, specifically most of them mantras, are in Sanskrit. And we say that Sanskrit is a Deva Bhasha. Deva Bhasha means God of this language of gods. So Sanskrit is Deva Bhasha, language of gods, means a language of divine.
Yes. And also mother of languages.
Mother of languages, yes. Good addition. Mother of languages. So all the mantras are sages, what they have done. They have taken all the energy into that. So mantra, which affects on your mantra, your man, what we talk about. So there is a sacred hymn we are trying to repeat. It's a repetition of that word, and we are trying to put that on our subconscious mind. So again, as I said, the chitta. So we are trying to put that impression on chitta. So what will happen by doing that repetition of that mantra particular, the chitta shuddhi is going to happen. The chitta shuddhi help you to be in balance mode, to be in mindful mode, and then you can able to concentrate on your life, your focus, your day-to-day activities. So this way, the particular mantra helps you to be more aligned spiritually and obviously to live in this world. But now, instead of just going for which mantra, I like this mantra, or I like the music and all. So please avoid doing this. Please take a proper guidance, which mantra I should chant. For example, when we go to the doctor, doctor prescribes us with the proper particular medicines. Then we take that. The same is over here. For example, someone is having a flu. So 10 number of types of medicines are available. But which is the best one, only doctor can tell you. So here also there are 10 number of or n number of mantras are there. But which is best for your personality, your personal spiritual growth, only the highest spiritual level person or master can tell you. So in this case, if it is a case of choosing mantra or for spiritual practice, please take a proper guidance, please take a proper knowledge, and then go ahead with it.
So there are like generic mantras which everybody can do.
Yes.
Right? And then there is a specifically designed, customized mantras for a specific person or purpose.
Yes. That is true. As we know that if someone is having particular problem, like some chronic diseases or some life problems, and if someone says, okay, you do this particular mantra and this you can overcome these problems. So there are some such kind of mantras are there which can help you to fight with your daily problems and come out of these obstacles. But again, you always take a proper guidance and do it, because you're putting your energy, your time, your complete faith is there. And this is the reason when people doesn't get their proper result, then they blame, I have done so much of chanting, I have done so much of mantra chanting, spiritual practice, but I didn't get any result. So we need to know that whether our direction or knowledge or everything is proper, reconfirmed, and we are going in a right direction or not. So we should get a proper guidance. That is very, very important.
Yeah, because I think mantras are also for cleansing, and then there are mantras to manifest.
Yes.
So I think the purpose needs to be very clear.
Yes, so people can use mantras for cleansing their chakras, like from Mooladhara to Sahasrara. So all these, but before that, we should know which chakra is imbalanced. So for example, I know something related to the heart chakra, like Anahat chakra, but my Swadhisthana, which is my navel chakra, is disturbed, and I am doing heart chakra meditation. So it is a no use.
Wrong frequency.
Wrong frequencies. So either you should be capable of knowing it, or else you should take a guidance of it. So which mantra I should chant for which chakra. You should not go in a wrong way.
Also, the Mahamrityunjay mantra.
Yes.
I've been always intrigued because it's very controversial. Some people say that you should not just play it. Can you also talk a little bit about what is the purpose of Mahamrityunjay mantra, and can it be played generally?
It can be played, but again, how you're playing or you're doing sadhana with that. So for example, I'm living in a place, and if I'm just to listen for 5-10 minutes or for some time, then it is okay. But particularly if you're trying to concentrate or putting dhyana or trying to use that mantra as a sadhana, then it makes a difference. So as a sadhana, because you're going to use that tool for your personal enlightenment. So in that case, whether that mantra is really helpful for your personal enlightenment or not, you should know.
Yeah, like what is the meaning of Mahamrityunjay mantra?
See, Mahamrityunjay mantra is basically when they say that your Mooladhara chakra is always activated with that first initial level when you do it on Mahashivratri and all. And when there is a person who is really in a physically in a bad mode or having any disease, or we say that Maranishaya in the sense on a death mode
bed.
kind of thing, deathbed. So that time most of the people, they suggest you chant Mahamrityunjay mantra. So to fight with that death kind of situation. So in that case they chant this mantra. And also the people who are connected more with the Lord Shiva. So the Shiva's energy is in that particular mantra, Mahamrityunjay. So Mahamrityunjay is basically win on the Mrityu. So Mrityu is the death. So in our human life, we always have generally fear of death. So here, when I talk specially about Mahamrityunjay mantra, so particularly going on the wordings, I try to take the essence. So overcoming fear of death. So that means in our day-to-day life, see, when we are talking everything on a base level. So it's a household for everything, everyone. How can you follow that? So overcoming of death is like achieving something great. That means whatever happens in your life, you're facing it positively. So it is not only word-wise death, but it is whatever ups and downs comes in your life, challenges comes in your life, and how you're facing it. So death kind of situation is not particularly physically we are talking, but we are talking in the sense of how you face your life in a positive manner.
Like in crisis, you would get a lot of strength. And courage.
Yes. So this way we are trying to look at these mantras. So Mahamrityunjay mantra, whether it's a Gayatri mantra or it's Kuladevata's mantra or particular, Ganesh mantra, Durga mantra. So all these mantras are there. But which mantra I need to chant for my personal spiritual growth, that we should ask the spiritual master only. And if you don't know, like as I always say, you can follow that.
Lovely.
Yes.
Also going to the Bij mantras, because that's been talked about a lot, which is basically a Bij mantra for every chakra.
Yes.
Would you want to kind of also highlight that a bit?
So now, see, when we talk about mantras, and like there is a framing of words. Okay. So for example, I say, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So now this is a chant actually. So in one way, it can be a mantra also, but particularly this is a chant. But now, if I want to take that on a very, very, subtle level. So sages and all these, what they have done, they have come to bija mantras. So now I do not need to chant the whole phrase. For example, I can just say Om, or you can say Hum, or you can say Fat. So these are the some bija swaras or bija aksharas are there, which you can use in that. So now each and every chakra of us is having the mantra, the deity. For example, our Muladhara is having Ganesh and the petal this thing. So this way there are bija mantra. Bija mantra means only one alphabet it comes. So you have to concentrate on you have to put your concentration on that particularly only single alphabet. So it can be Hum, Klim, then Om. Om is not bija mantra, but it is the universal
cosmic
mantra. So like this, you're trying to. So what happens as per your spiritual need and as per your requirement of spiritual practice, you can chant this again under the guidance of the Guru or the spiritual master. So each and every mantra, bija mantra, shloka is having its own significance, which is required for your personal growth. You can chant accordingly, but avoid doing many things at one time. So you're doing bija mantra, then shloka and all. So always try to align yourself in one proper direction, so that energy will be created there.
Yeah, not
And
to confuse the
not
universe.
to confuse the universe and also our own self. So it will be easier for you to aim or focus on your divine aim, what you want to achieve.
So I think a chant is what I understand as a combination, or like a combination of all the bij mantras put together. If it is for the alignment of all the chakras, let's say.
Not particularly, not all bija mantras. It depends on what vibration particularly we need for that particular chakra. If you talk about chakra, it can the bija mantra can be a part of that the whole mantra, but not always the combination of only bija mantra. Bija mantra can be there in that particular chant. It can be there.
Yeah, because I think every letter has a vibration, and that frequency affects the chakra, right? That's the science. That's amazing. Great. Okay, coming to the world of energies now, dimensions, the subtle world. So, of course, I mean, being so busy in this physical dimension, we hardly get a chance to even think of beyond physical or the metaphysical. So, please enlighten us as to how it works. What are the subtle?
So this world is full of negative and positive energies, and how we try to face that energies. Everything is overall. It depends on our own effort. So now we talk about the subtle world. As a healer, we should know that when we are doing healing, or when we are trying to enter this subconscious world, as I said in the starting, this is a world of it's like a subconscious world. We are entering consciously, because we should know where we are entering, what we are trying to we are trying to disturb also sometime that negative world. So it should not come on you,
Because it's too powerful.
it's too powerful, and you should be capable of handling it. If there are some crisis in that world, you should know how to handle the crisis also. So this part is very, very important when you enter such kind of world. What you are handling, what type of energies you are dealing with. If there is some like for example, if a healer is taking a particular session and someone is getting manifested with negative energy, so he or she should know what at that particular time should be done for that particular person, to get him again on the balance mode, on that mindful mode. Otherwise, if healing goes in a wrong mode, it can comes to your life also.
Yeah.
So it is not just as I said, it's a job or a work or a passion. It's a really very very responsible work, responsible, noble divine effort, which where we need to be very much conscious about healing. So when we talk about all these words, so we should know means like first we should have our proper spiritual practice, sadhana. We should have a proper subject knowledge, and that knowledge is authentic or not. That should be again a rechecking from spiritually evolved or highly spiritual level person or guru. And then second thing is this: what you are doing, whether you're doing with the intent of only money minded kind of thing or something like that, then the energy is not going to go in the right direction. So in this world, certainly when you do something like that, there should be a kind of energy exchange or something like that. Because when you come with the right intention and a genuine cause to run the show, you need some material things. And that the reason you need that energy exchange. But intent is like what you're doing it, and what is your uddesha, what is your aim, that should be pure. Then there should not be a give and take. For example, someone is coming to you and they're attending your session or you healing them, and there is no kind of energy exchange. Then there we are creating unnecessary give and take account over there. So that is one of the reason also, that there should be a kind of a energy exchange. And
To balance.
it can be anything. It depends on that healer and the person who's getting healed. So this all dimension of this world of healing, we should. I have seen the many youngsters and many young people, really very good young generation. They are coming back to organic living style, Vedic tradition, into healing. But I would suggest them that you first prepare your foundation very strong by doing your spiritual practice, your sadhana, knowing what you are going to do it. You should know what is the aim in your life, what you want to achieve from this, and how you want to help the world. It is a noble cause where we are helping each and every soul to achieve that enlightenment, to be the mode of a peace in this university, in this universe, in this university of spirituality, and trying to help each and every soul to come on some balanced platform, that mindfulness. So we will have that divine world and that divine kingdom very very soon. So we should know proper healing modalities, healing science, then only we can be able to achieve our aim.
Amen to that. So may we all become evolved world and evolved consciousness. So, coming to the mechanism of healing now, since you mentioned it's so crucial for a healer to understand the mechanics. What are the most important points in this whole mechanism?
So when we talk about mechanism, so for example, we are doing a kind of a sound healing or Reiki or something. So each and every individual is having their own personality. On a very very basic level, we can do if someone is doing some healing in a group, so 10 people are sitting, we are doing a fire therapy, we are doing Reiki or something. On a very initial stages, that general healing can be done in the way that healer is doing his session and all. That is okay. But when you want to help that each and every particular person or soul, then you need to understand his physical, his mental, his spiritual aspects, then his destiny, then all these calculations. Because as I said that each and every patient need different medication or medicines. Here also each and every person needs his own spiritual healing, and it can be different for each and every soul. So when understanding the mechanism, initial level we can do a normal one, but when we want to go on a next level, when we want to go on a deeper level, we need to understand each and every person's mental, physical, spiritual aspects also, dimensions also. Then only we will be able to help him, whether they are coming from the ancestral distress background, they are having their personal karmic background account. So all these things affect on the healing part.
And how do you know this? Let's say if I'm a healer and I come across a person, is there a method that you follow to know this, or is it conversations? How do you come to this conclusion of what this soul would need?
Yes. So it is all purely depend on your that person healer's expertise, his experience, how long he's doing healings, how many people he's healed yet, what type of experience he's having, his own knowledge, and the most important is that how he's connected divinely with the universal consciousness. That time he will be able to understand, enter others person inside. Okay, this thing he need actually. So physically, though we can talk. Okay, fine. I have this problem. I have that problem. But beyond that, understanding his spiritual need, it is only dependent on the expertise of the healer. So it is more intuitive, not in the words.
I was just going to say that.
Yes.
It's more of clairvoyance.
Yes.
Is that the word? Yeah.
So this is more intuitive. It is only dependent on your personal expertise, your divine experiences. This way you will able to understand, okay, this soul or this person, this particular client needs such kind of healing. Then you can design it, what type of session you want to do, what type of mantras you want to give, what type of bija mantras you want to give. So something like that. So it cannot.
So it's basically, it starts with intuition, which is then validated with the conversation.
Yeah, intuition is there, some part of intuition and some part understanding physically. So for example, when we talk about ancestral issues, so now as per one dimension of spiritual science, for example, someone is not getting married, okay, and he's or she is trying very hard but not getting married, or someone is having marital problems, or someone is not getting conceived properly, someone is having property issues, someone is having business issues or job related issues. There are most of these problems most of the time are based on the ancestral issues, ancestral problems. So there are again most of them doesn't know, okay, these kind of problems comes from the ancestral issues. And there is a one deity called Shri Gurudeva Datta. So by doing chant of Shri Gurudeva Datta, you are able to fight with these all ancestral issues. There are other rituals also, which is based on your Vedic horoscope or astrological chart. What type of based on your 9 planets, then you study it. What type of Navagrahas problems are there, obstacles are there, which rituals need to be done. So all these things are there. But when we talk generally, such kind of problems, they are affected with the ancestral issues, and there is a deity called Datta. So if you repeat, if you keep chanting particularly for particular time of this Lord, so you get the strength to fight all these obstacles in your life. So this is a science of mantra, spirituality, which mantra, which chant you can do it. So something like that.
Wow, that's pretty deep. I think a person needs to have a very comprehensive knowledge and awareness to actually become an authentic healer. Lovely. Also, coming to the ego aspect of a healer, this is again spoken about, right? That sometimes being a healer, you feel you are doing such a great service. It can lead to developing some ego in a person. So, again, how do you deal with that?
So being as a healer, the spiritual practice, one of the very, very important aspect where we need to work on. That is working on personal defects, uh, coming over of our personality defects and ego removal. So what happens for negative energies? There are some windows. So when we do something wrong, the negative energies get chance to manifest as well. So there is one thing called as ego. So when we have a doership, like, oh, I have done so great session, people are really praising me, oh, your session was very nice, I felt very mindful, and this was there, this was my
You
experiences.
changed my life.
Yeah, you changed my life and everything. So on a very basic level, we might have a thought, oh, I have done really very great things and I'm a really good healer. But in other sense, when you say that, oh, everything is done by the divine, I'm just a medium. So if that attitude, surrender attitude, everything is done by the divine only, the grace only, God's grace only, or Guru's grace, then the energy activates like that. Energy flow keep in that direction, that mode. But when we say I, when I comes, then all the chaitanya, which we called as a spiritual energy, it goes down. When there is no chaitanya, the chaitanya factor is very, very important in our spiritual practice, healing practice. There should be a spiritual energy. Chaitanya should be there, and it only comes when the healer is with the less and less and less personality defects and ego. So this way, when we have an ego, the negative energy gets way to come and disturb our healing, and that the healing which we are going to do it might have wrong effect.
So Chaitanya, you mean the cosmic energy?
Chaitanya
Just
is the
for people who wouldn't
Yeah.
understand Sanskrit. Yeah.
Chaitanya is the word which we use for the spiritual energy. So it can be a cosmic energy also. In a simple language, it's a spiritual energy. So when there is a positive spiritual energy is there, then only that person will get the experience. And when we say that there is a doership, so negative energies getting affected, they're getting attracted, and when negative energy comes into your healing, so that healing is going to get disturbed. You're not going to get the proper result.
I think the practice of a healer is very important here. Like their own daily practice.
Yes.
So to keep them more grounded, centered,
Yes.
right? Because they're also getting exposed to so many negative energies even while the process of healing is happening.
Yes. So here what a healer is doing, healer is going to protect other people.
Yeah, and themselves.
Yes. So if you want to protect other, first you need to get protected.
Yeah.
And for that, you, as you said, that you need to do your own practice, spiritual practice. For example, I don't have my protective sheet on me, and I just want to help other 10. It is not worthy, and it is not possible also. So what healer is doing his daily practices, whether he's chanting as per his spiritual guidance or as per his spiritual practice, he's doing his meditation, whatever it is, he comes from which lineage, he's following that or not, or he's just coming and sitting for the session. So it depends. So that practice is very, very important. Then only we are able to help others.
Yes. And as they say, right now the planet needs more healers than any other professionals.
Yes.
So I think it's a request from us, guys, that anybody who wants to get on to becoming a healer, please follow the path so that our entire planet, our entire family evolves as one consciousness.
As you said, we need more healers. There are many corporates in business, in offices, not in India, but abroad also, US, Europe. They are specifically assigned, or they are employing spiritual coach, spiritual healers for their staff.
Yes.
Because this way they are trying to increase the productivity, increase the result, increase the sales target, and this way they are helping the people working with them 360 degree.
Yeah, correct.
So this way, when that person is spiritually aligned, he is able to focus more on his job, he is able to give his 100%, and he is able to achieve the sales target or company target, which is what boss needs it or want it.
In
So
fact, this is a big misconception on spirituality, that people think being spiritual is just for nirvana or something which is nowhere connected to their material progress, but it's actually propels your material progress, right? It can become your anchor, which can help you progress in every domain of your life. So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because see, we, as you used one word, gruhastha in the sense in a household way. Because not everyone, we cannot say everyone, okay, you leave your family and you go to Himalayas and you do your meditation, your tapa, sadhana.
it's a karma bhumi.
It's a karma bhumi. We need to live, we need to be with our family, job, our children's, wife, everyone. So, here, how we can try to combine spirituality, that is very important. So, where if you are using in your office or business and you're trying to help the people, you're trying to achieve something good with good intention, then why not? Obviously, you need the spirituality. The main aim is to nirvana. But putting it in your daily practice, that is the much more important.
Yeah, it helps you in both ways.
It helps you in both ways.
Materially, also, you prosper much more, and spiritual is anyway ongoing.
That is the reason in Vedic Shastra, they have said 4 Purushartha: Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. So in Dharma, Artha is there. So we need to earn, but we need to earn with that pure intention. So this way we need to balance it. When we balance it and we use spiritual dimension with the good intention, then there is no harm.
Yeah, and we can live the best version of our life.
Yes, that's
with
true.
This.
That's true.
Amazing. So I think we should conclude this amazing healing session on the malpractices today, which people are doing in the name of healing. Mostly the commercial angle. People have made it a profession just for the money it has, because today the world needs it and it's a pain point. Mental health is more than 50% of population is suffering from it. How do somebody save themselves from going through or falling into this trap of a pseudo healer or the malpractices?
So whenever you want to go for any kind of healing for yourself or your loved ones, so always take a proper knowledge where you want to go, that really that things that healing you need it or not. First, second thing is this: whoever is the healer, you should know his his work or his lineage, basically from which lineage he's coming. So at least you know that, okay, fine, yahan se he's coming from this lineage, so he's really authentic. Then third thing is this: when you go or you take that healing, so you have your own experiences, you get the vibes also. So if someone is doing malpractices also, he may have a very good studio, good place, lighting and all, but everything depends on your experience. You might go once or twice, but if you don't get the experiences, then you will not go continuously.
Yes,
it's not a continuous process. So in this case, you should avoid just that tag of how many followers are there on Instagram and what celebrities and all these things, because pure people, not all of them, there are good people who comes with this celebrities in this materials world, but most of them, they try to keep themselves away from all these things, and then try to be more on oneness form or in a sacred form kind of thing. So you by God's grace, if you get such kind of healer, then it's really good. Or if you have that strong earning, obviously God will make path for you to reach out to such kind of healer, saint or
right
guru.
Healer.
And when you talk about the commercial part, so if someone come with a good intention, and also he's having a genuine cause kind of thing, and he's charging or he's doing the energy exchange, then it is good. But only if you are just for sake or on a commercial point of view, you're trying to earn the money from that, then it will have a bad effect on later part. So for example,
missing the core.
Also, there will not be spiritual energy in your healing. after some time. So you might have first, second, third round because of some grace, because of something, but the way you go more and more, the spiritual energy, the chaitanya will be not there in
Deplete.
your healing. It will deplete, and there will not be a experiences also. And third thing is this: you may have, that healer may get affect with any bad energies or some bad experiences, or I have seen people's
Lessons they
bad
might.
lessons, or I have
Right.
seen people, they charging way beyond, or they expecting something way beyond, and after certain time, period of time, they are facing some physical problems or family problems. The healer, I'm talking about the
The
healer.
karma
Yeah,
basically
the
comes
karma
back.
comes, but you have a good intention. Whatever you charge, you whether you charge high amount or what, but you are putting that amount again into that noble cause, and you are balancing that chakra, then it is good, because you're doing something good for the society. But it should not be only money minded.
Yeah.
It should be with that responsibility, with the noble cause. So this way healing can be a really nice world for each and every soul to
Yeah.
connect on this earth, to connect with that universal consciousness, self realization, God realization, and make each and every soul very, very happy towards eternal bliss.
And live life to the fullest.
Fullest. Yes.
Amazing. This was so good. I don't have much words,
Yes.
but thank you so much
Yes.
for your time and wisdom. I think the whole world will
Gratitude.
be enlightened with this. And as you said, the practice is most important.
Yes.
So please take this knowledge, absorb it,
Yes.
and put it in your life, guys.
Yes.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.